Hello everyone and now welcome to a slower paced 1v1 game. This game taking place here on Last Refuge. It will be a game between, I guess, Sini versus going up against Lin, Night Elf versus Orc. Yes, Safari Park. It was absolutely a blast. Unfortunately, all of the trams were closed due to COVID. You can only do personalized cart tours. After they were such good troopers walking around for so long, it felt like they at least should be able to see the rest of the park. So yeah, I got to see a lot there. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. What's going to go happen in this 1v1 matchup? Altar of Storms, Burrow, and a Barracks coming across. Building positioning, don't see a Tomb or a Voodoo Lounge as of yet. And it is going to be a Blade Master. So a classic Blade Master opening from Lin going up against the Demon Hunter. This transition back across or back over to Demon Hunter versus Blade Master actually a bit refreshing now. And as we are also seeing a lot of Druids of the Talon as well. We'll continue to see if that is going to be the type of play that we're looking for. I am curious as to Lin not going for a Voodoo Lounge. It should at least be started now. If he's trying to go for a Grunt clear off of a single item, picking up that Healing Salve, and then making his way out across the map. Ancient of War already yeah, imagine saying that in 2015. Yeah, like I really wish I saw a Demon Hunter versus Blade Master matchup in 2015. Yeah, and that's pretty much all you really saw. The variety of strategies is really nice now, and I gotta say that is one thing I'll say thank you Blizzard for changing up the meta a little bit. Hopefully it settles down to where things don't become stale once more. All right, Blade Master. Well, Wind Walking Blade Master going to be difficult to spot, but I can't change views any longer because, well, if I try to change view now, the overlay will all get messed up anyways. Blade Master going to go ahead and clear out this Forest Troll High Priest camp. Thank you for the follow. As the Demon Hunter tries to get a mana burn off, but is a second late right there as the Blade Master able to wind walk away. All right. Coming back down to the south here, Grunts, units, and the Snare. Oh, and then Snare onto a Grunt. A little bit of an unfortunate accident there. Is the Grunt going to get taken down? Already down to 224 hit points. And this could be a little bit of a gift here. A Demon Hunter only needs a couple more shots. There's a Wisp, a block, getting in some of that damage. Grunt trying to head back around, down to 68 hit points. It's going to get taken out, but no experience given to that Demon Hunter. Meanwhile, Blade Master using this opportunity to clear out that last Forest Troll High Priest as that's an illusionary illusioned Blade Master. That Blade Master able to retreat back here as this Blade Master using that rejuvenation potion to regenerate mana and hit points. All right, Blade Master, where is it going to go next? Up to 200 hit or 250 hit points and climbing, and well, could perhaps try and finish off a couple of archers as well. Lin, hiding purposely on the high ground here. Gonna go ahead and use another illusion once more and perhaps try and make its way around. All right. Keeping track of that Demon Hunter. Meanwhile, Sini is rotating back off to the north here. Perhaps going to try and finish off this Ogre Magi creep camp. Tech to tier 2. Nearly done for Lin. Meanwhile, halfway done for Sini as we see Dust of Appearance. All right, Blade Master, Dust of Appearance. Demon Hunter trying to retreat back. It looks like the illusion was going to try and get in front as well as the Demon Hunter gets down to 87 hit points, but will live to fight another day. Blade Master retreats back once more. Perhaps going to be going for Critical Strike here. I would be very surprised if he got Mirror Image as his second ability, as the Demon Hunter still needs to heal on up. Demon Hunter going to retreat back, heal up here. Tech to tier 2, nearly done. Shadow Hunter, no, not a Shadow Hunter. Tauren Chieftain as the second follow-up hero, as we are going into a Tauren Totem. Spirit Walkers added in here. Are we getting in a single Bestiary as well? Not quite yet, as the Ancient of War working alongside that Demon Hunter to clear out this mercenary camp here. We don't see a tavern, or we don't see a second hero. Waiting to see if we're going to see a tavern hero second or if we're going to be looking at, well, a Keeper of the Grove, I would be expecting a Tavern Hero normally at this stage in the game. If you saw Keeper of the Grove first, Demon Hunter second, followed by Goblin Tinker third, that works, but trying to go for Keeper of the Grove second normally does not work out well. We may be looking at a Beastmaster Beastmaster for that second hero in just a second. Boots of Kotolos going to be dropped off here. Tauren Chieftain already out on the battlefield as it wants to get to level 2 very quickly. And level 1 does help with Endurance Aura. It helps the Blade Master attack a little bit more quickly. And now with Stomp being such a powerful ability to slow down and shut down enemy units, the Tauren Chieftain has become even a decent supporting hero here in 2020-2021. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off that last Trapper right there. Mirror Image was being used quite a lot versus Mass Archer. Yeah, Mirror Image, Mirror Image, you're able to also get Lightning Shield down on multiple units, but I don't see Lightning Shield being used effectively here. We are getting into Raiders with Ensnare, and we are going into the Spirit Walkers for a Disenchant. As the Keeper, oh, it is going to be a Keeper of the Grove second. All right, interesting choice, trying to go for a Keeper of the Grove second. It hasn't chosen an ability as of yet. I would have thought Beastmaster as the second hero instead of Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove, early on, you're able to shut down Entangle. Those Treants are able to do a lot of harassment, but trying to level up a Keeper of the Grove second seems to usually fall a bit flat. Entangle is going to be important, though. Disenchant, I guess a way to try and burn through your opponent's mana is by having them use mana to disenchant and then not having as much mana. Oh no, it is an Ancient of Lore strategy. All right, I thought it was Druids of the Talon. No, Ancient of Lore strategy for those Dryads and perhaps eventually Bears if we ever go to tier 3.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
All right, we are still looking at a little bit of easy creeping. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2 does have Stomp now. And Stomp, well, yeah, Stomp being used here. Dryads getting in the way of that Blade Master. Blade Master having no easy way to, get away. Even with a Sobi Mask, unable to get enough mana for that Windwalk right there, as the Demon Hunter was at level 3, most likely got a couple of mana burns off to make sure that there was no easy, get out of jail free card. Lin making a little bit of mistakes there. Sini perhaps going to try and capitalize on that, as the Demon Hunter, Archers and Dryads now retreating back. No expansion behind this. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain is also playing very, very close. Perhaps going to try and do a little bit of healing as well. Ancient of War absorbing a bit of damage. Keeper of the Grove just staying in the back. Perhaps going to try and entangle up some more units and allowing the Archers and the Dryads to finish things off. Keeper of the Grove, is he gonna aggro? Yep, aggro that Ogre Lord, come back down from the hill. Dryads are gonna get in some slow poison. Ogre Lord is going to be stuck down here for a little bit of time. There is that Entangle. The remaining units are already retreating back. Ogre Lord down to half hit points. And this is an easy way to just separate all of that. There's that Hood of Cunning, Agility, and Intelligence. Demon Hunter, doesn't really need it all that much. Keeper of the Grove has Thorn's Aura. All right, interesting strategy. Going back to old school Thorn's Aura to prevent the Raiders from dealing as much damage as well, having that damage reflected back. Cloak of Flames on a Tauren Chieftain, that is scary. After you get stunned, you are going to be sitting there taking a little bit of damage. A Scroll of Speed being used there, but a quick Entangle going to stop that in its tracks. Druid, Grunt getting slow poison, Abolish Magic, removing that Scroll of Speed, as we see, Sini able to capitalize on an ineffective retreat, taking down 6 supply of units right there. 42 supply compared to 50. A war of attrition underway. Blade Master quickly getting mana burned, but the Windwalk still went down first. Orc Burrows do not have that reinforced defenses, could take a lot of damage from the Archers and the Dryads as the units are trying to retreat back. Now, Sini is a little bit lumber locked right now, sitting at 30 or 40 lumber. with a large amount of gold. So he could be trying to buy perhaps some scrolls of healing, and since his army is rather wide, and then try and do a little bit of a push that way. So far, though, are we seeing a tech to tier 3? Yes, we are. We are getting up, hardened skin, and we could be
Our
going into
warriors
mountain
have
giants
engaged the enemy.
right after that hardened skin upgrade is done. He still needs a couple of moonwells and perhaps some more wisp on lumber in order to train up those units. Meanwhile, this looks like the perfect opportunity for Lin to get back into this game while his opponent is waiting to transition and finish off that transition into mountain giants here. Tauren Chieftain and
Our
Blade Master
warriors
seeing
have
that level
engaged
3,
the
level
enemy.
3 going to clear out perhaps the remainder of this red creep camp. No, seeing that the Ogre Lord is not there, doesn't want to clear it out until a little bit later, perhaps wanting to ensure that there is no expansion in play. Ancient of War getting caught out in open field. All right, getting a quick ensnare, trying to clear out these Murlocs as well. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3 won't get to level 4 here. At least I don't believe, as that Tauren Chieftain is going to get a little bit closer again. All right, Army. Level 4, level 2, almost level 3. Keeper of the Grove sitting with 3 gloves of haste. That just begs for an orb
Your
of
buildings
venom.
have
Not quite sure why there isn't an orb of venom on that Keeper of the Grove. Perhaps it is still waiting to get on cooldown from that shop, or restocked from that shop, as we see an ensnare onto the Dryad. All right, in comes the engagement here. Tauren Chieftain in the very, very far back. Not going to be that useful. He's trying to get into that frontline spot, getting a mana burn for all of his efforts so far, as the Raiders, with that piercing or that siege damage, able to add up a lot of damage against those Dryads. Level 4 now on that Tauren Chieftain. There goes another mana burn. There is a taunt by the Mountain Giant, as he's going to be absorbing a large amount of damage. All right, Demon Hunter adding up that damage. There is a big stomp there. Demon Hunter could be in trouble. Get Staff of Preservation out of that spot, as a couple of ensnares go down too. All right, as we expected, Lin able to come back during this transition time, build up a strong army, and pick off a handful of units, as we're looking at the Dryads perhaps trying to take down a grunt or two, removing that speed scroll, and now slowing them down with that slow poison. Blade Master, is he going to try and turn back around? There's another mana burn. Grunt going to get taken down. Blade Master with a couple of critical strikes. Not all that much, though, as the Keeper of the Grove with those Thorns Aura could reflect a large amount of damage back. There goes an Entangle, as well as that Raider going to get taken out. And, there goes all of the melee units, a save for the Tauren Chieftain and that Blade Master. So far, a lot of Staff of Preservations on that Demon Hunter has been keeping him alive, especially with that Demon Hunter's 12 armor. 12 armor on nearly, 50% more effective hit points, and then coupled with those Moonwells, that damage is just so hard to rack up onto that Demon Hunter again. Goblin Zeppelin carrying, not only the Blade Master, but a low hit point Kodo Beast. Kodo Beast trying to retreat all the way back off to the north again. Wellspring upgrade completed by Sini, so that he has more moon juice in those Moonwells. Tauren Chieftain over Shadow Hunter is a little bit weird, especially since the Tauren Chieftain is just sitting so far in the back. He hasn't been able to use Stomp all that effectively. Thank you for the follow, as a Tauren Chieftain perhaps will finally get off a Stomp here, but no, another mana burn once more. Tauren Chieftain is increasing the movement speed of the entire Orc army, and the attack speed, as well as the Mountain Giant now going to make its way over and then perhaps throw in a taunt. Tauren Chieftain, while trying to add in that damage, Blade Master doesn't necessarily have the big critical strike items that we're looking for on that Blade Master. With that faster attack speed, Raider going to get, perhaps trying to escape away, unable to do so. Staff of Preservation saves the Demon Hunter again. And Sini, with a relatively small army, not going to be able to save this Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant absorbing a large amount of damage. We're going to see one Berserker getting taken down there. The Spirit Walkers, if they get focused down by the Dryads, that damage does add up fast, even with Spirit Links, since they are currently unarmored. All right, Tauren Chieftain trying to back away. There is another taunt again. More damage to get added up. Tauren Chieftain has not been able to really stomp anything, as the Demon Hunter shows back up onto the field for another mana burn. A Demon Hunter continuing to fight its way through. High armor indeed. Demon Hunter Orb of Venom while trying to fight back. I think the Keeper of the Grove, Sini, just had one more Orb of Venom. That damage just constantly adding up would be far too much. All right, Mountain Giant getting healed back up once more. Another Mountain Giant out here. Sini sitting on a decent supply advantage 47 supply army going up against 33. Demon Hunter going to lead the charge once more. Keeper of the Grove right behind. And we see the Orb of Venom has been transferred to the Keeper of the Grove. All right, Keeper of the Grove with that Orb of Venom, and well, attacking different targets constantly will really start to add up quite a bit. Kodo Beast is chowing down on a Mountain Giant, so the supply difference is not nearly as big as it looks on paper. That Mountain Giant is going to get slowly digested, but there's 2 Mountain Giants there to take its place as we're ready to push on through. All right, Keeper of the Grove, what is it doing? It should really be trying to at least add a damage onto that Kodo Beast a little bit over time as the Mountain Giant's trying to dive on in. Tauren Chieftain going to get mana burned, no stomp at all. Blade Master going after the Keeper of the Grove as the Keeper of the Grove is in a lot of trouble. There goes another ensnare, and well, Lin capitalizing on this overcommitment here as the Demon Hunter no longer with an Orb of Venom, unable to, well, add in that damage over time. Blade Master adding in some nice big critical strikes once more as the Raiders are trying to retreat back up onto the high ground, not able to do so. Demon Hunter gets up to level 5. Are we going to see level 3 mana burn? No, level 3 mana burn, not level 3 evasion, as the Mountain Giants are going after the remaining units. 3 Mountain Giants are out here on the battlefield. Kodo Beast is still digesting one as Headhunter after Headhunter is falling. Demon Hunter is going to have a little bit of a bad day here as the Mountain Giants are trying to retreat back once more. Are they going to be able to get back home easily? Demon Hunter going up against the Blade Master. Demon Hunter does have a potion of lesser invulnerability. Blade Master has a potion of healing, and with Spirit Link perhaps available, that Blade Master is not going to fall anytime soon. Yeah, Keeper of the Grove got blasted down very, very quickly. While Blade Master critical strikes coupled alongside, a couple of ensnares with no room to run, and that's all he really needed. Demon Hunter sitting at level 5, Keeper of the Grove about to head back out onto the battlefield here, sitting at level 3. Tauren Chieftain is at 5, Blade Master is at 4, and that Tauren Chieftain at 5 normally I would say is very scary, but with the way Sini has been engaging with that Demon Hunter, the mana burn has been shutting it down. The problem so far is that, well, the rest of the superstars of the Orc army have been able to play their game with the Kodo Beast chewing down on some Mountain Giants and the Blade Master able to burst down some heroes. Kodo Beast getting picked up and dropped back down. Is that Kodo Beast perhaps going to drop back down and eat another target easily? That's one way to dine and dash as well. All right, Mountain Giant about to get taken down. Staff of Preservation not available. It was on the Keeper of the Grove, who was, well, a little bit too far away from the action again. Kodo Beast, could try and eat again as soon as he's done digesting his current meal. Could he try and eat another meal again too? Kodo Beast trying to hang around in the back here as the Mountain Giant will still taking a little bit of damage, and so far Sini is just falling apart at the seams as another Mountain Giant about to fall down. 212 critical strike. Tauren Chieftain is at 5. Kodo Beast gonna dine and dash on a Dryad as all the Mountain Giants are gone, and we're looking at Lin with a 44 to 26 supply advantage, really able to come out on top after bursting down that Keeper of the Grove twice. Great Goblin Zeppelin Micro as well. Demon Hunter with a potion of lesser invulnerability trying to finish off these last remaining units. 14 supply army compared to 38. The army of Lin more than twice the size of his opponent, and it's just going to be a matter of time as the Blade Master and the Tauren Chieftain cannot really be challenged by that Demon Hunter. Mana on these two units are not sticking, but the auto attack is just dealing far too much damage still. All right, unit's going to try and retreat here. A little bit of damage. There goes a Dryad. Yep, Dryad getting taken down there. A little bit of a last-ditch trade once more. Lin going to go back to his corner, perhaps lick his wounds and be able to recharge his army better and faster than his opponent. Tauren Chieftain now actually dropped down, perhaps going to pick up some scrolls of healing. No, not quite sure what he wants to pick up. Yeah, Scroll of Healing getting picked up. Healing Salve is already being used on him. There's already Raiders back on the ground, and Lin is going to be ready to go here in just a moment. All right, where is the Blade Master? Blade Master, well, Blade Master was dead. Now going to get reincarnated right here. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. They could engage once more. Blade Master is right there. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability going after the Dryad. Is it going to go after the Dryad? No, going to perhaps try and retreat back. Yeah, Blade Master being left behind right there. Did have an Ankh of Reincarnation. Are we perhaps going to get a healing salve onto the Blade Master as well? Yes, we are. And this is going to be, I believe, that final push here. Keeper of the Grove will be out on the battlefield, but the Moonwells are all dry at the. Is this daybreak yet?
Ah, the
Nope.
great
It is.
outdoors.
It is now currently nighttime. Those moonwells will start to fill up, but they're not. There's not enough juice in them to really tip this in favor of Sini. And there is the game. Well, great game, or a great comeback by Lin. Sinai was able to get an early advantage, but really Lin with excellent micro, and all it took was Sinai's one overcommitment with those three mountain giants, and things just absolutely fell apart. Lin taking his time, being patient inside his base, getting favorable positioning, and once that Keeper of the Grove was a bit too exposed, well, things just started to unravel from there. I think if an Orb of Venom was on both the Keeper of the Grove and the Demon Hunter in those earlier fights, especially with the triple gloves of haste, the Keeper of the Grove could have easily won that war of attrition, as that damage over time really starts to tick up, especially when your opponent starts to go wide and they're trying to keep their units alive with Spirit Link. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.